All right. What's going on, party people? I just got home from my signing. I put a video up that probably just posted, and at the time of this one, y'all probably just starting to see that one. And I just got home getting ready to eat some food and get prepared for the 8:30 class tonight. Man, the reason why I'm so adamant about you knowing how to notarize properly is because you never know what situation you're going to walk into. Yesterday, I went into a situation where I hadn't even had a chance to look at the documents. I get there, it's one signer, so I'm thinking it's one signer. Go through the first document, and bam, there's two people's name on there. It's her name and another lady's name. She said, "Well, that's my mom. She's not supposed to be on the loan. She's not supposed to be on anything. She was on the original, but she ain't supposed to be on this one." So the loan at just that quick in turned from being just me and her to supposed to be me, her, and this other person to where that other person, her mother, is not even in the state and not even in our state of Virginia. She's in New York. So she's in New York. So it's like, okay, well then we got to call the title company. Title company's like, I mean, well, the lender's like, that ain't supposed to happen. The title should have caught that. Okay, well, and she's in New York. Yeah, and they asked the lady 5 times. She's in New York, right? Yeah, she's in New York. She's not going to be able to be here for the signing. So they're like, well, which I already knew they're going to have to do a quick claim deed. But in order to do the quick claim deed, we got to get this here loan closed. So it went from me and her to me, her, and her mom, who wasn't there, to okay, it's got to be a split signing. And with that, that's why you got to properly know how you got to know how to notarize the documents. So of course you have to then line through the person's name who's not their initial, so that you're not saying in a notarial statement that you're notarizing both people when only one person is there. And then there's fields that I had to fill in the people's name. I had to just write in the person who was there, the other person's signature block. You leave it blank so that when they get the document, they can sign there. You don't be lining through it, talking, NA and all of that because the person's not there. You don't do that. You get everything nice and neat, ready for the second notary, and then today I shipped it out. It'll get to them on Monday. And then today, I come into a situation where just me and the person, meet the young lady. She's like, "Yep, I'm here." We sit down, and she said, "I'm just going through the documents." I was like, "Going through the documents?" And I'm saying to myself. So I look over, and she has the whole loan package on her computer, every single page. I'm sitting there like, I think, yep, 126 pages. She was going through all 126 pages. They had emailed her the document for her to review. Now, of course, I have my copy, single side printed, on the proper pages, along with the copy that she's got to sign. And she's like, "Well, give me a moment." She didn't want to start until she went through those pages. But after a while, she was like, "Okay, this is a lot." Not to me, 126. And I said, "Whenever you're ready, ma'am, we'll go." So I get there at 6:30 on time, and I was still out of there before 7:30, even though she took time out to review the documents. So while she was doing that, I went through and did my prepping, put my arrows, made sure this, that, and the other, pre-filled my notarial registration numbers where I needed to, the dates where I needed to for the notarial part. And then once she did her part, I signed, I stamped, and we was done. And when you come across somebody who already has the documents, again, what more can you explain to them and try to present to them and give them a summary of when they have the documents? And as you're handing them the documents, they're telling you, sort of talking to themselves out loud, what each document is. So the only thing left for a notary to do at that point, that's right, just make sure you notarize. Now, she already knew what she needed to sign, even though she kept asking me, "Sign here, sign here." Her name was on there. "Yes, ma'am." "Sign there where your name is at." "Okay." "And I date." "Yes, you date." "Okay." Make sure they sign where they're supposed to sign, and then you do what? Notarize correctly. When you get the documents back to everybody, they will be happy. It's that simple. It's that simple. And what I'm seeing is more and more borrowers are being given an opportunity to look at the documents before you get there. So when you get there, what is there for you to go into details about? What is there for you to pull out your NNA explanation sheet or whatever sheet you bought from somebody or somebody gave you on Facebook and all that? When they have all of the information, they know what they're signing. That's where all you got to do is make sure you notarize correctly. That's what I'm encouraging you to focus on. Get that together, because if the person don't want to hear anything coming out of your mouth and yet you still can't notarize correctly, the deal doesn't get done and nobody gets paid. So take it for what it's worth. And of course, somebody will still thumbs down. Somebody will still get mad. Somebody will still send me a note. Well, nah, you still need to explain. You still need to go over. Why are you going to frustrate the person when they're letting you know you don't need to explain? I got it. I understand. I know what I'm signing. I've read it. These are my documents. I'm confident with what I'm signing. But you're still going to keep nope. I got to explain every aspect of this. I got to tell you. Now, I still do the 5 critical documents. 5 or 7? I keep forgetting. The critical documents, the right to cancel, all of that, the deed, closing disclosure, alter, all of that. I still go over that. But those other documents, well, this here is your signature and name affidavit. Yeah, you do your oath and all of that, but you don't have to sit there and break it down to them. What is there to break down to them when they know what it is? Lady looked at it and said, oh, yeah. This is my affidavit of the names that they got out there on me. Well, okay, you just told me what it is, which I already knew, but you know what it is, so there you go, ma'am. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So you do your job, you do your oaths, you make sure you notarize correctly, and everything will be fine, all right? See y'all at 8:30. Peace.